What's good? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Your boy CJ Goodfella. And important news here. You know, Reuben Foster, a guy that a lot of people around Detroit wanted over Jarrad Davis in the draft. Not this coming draft, but last season draft. Reuben Foster has been suspended for the first 2 games of the NFL season. Despite, I think his girlfriend said she lied about the domestic violence charge, but he's getting suspended for substance abuse and also violating the conduct policy of the NFL. I linked the article from Detroit News in the description. It also has other suspensions as well in there, providing the NFC North and other places in the NFL. So if you're interested, the article will be in the description. And also, he's facing fines for a weapons charge that he had going on in drug possession. But he was facing more serious charges this summer or earlier in this offseason when his girlfriend said, he abused her, domestic violence, whatever. The judge threw it out. I think she said she lied on Reuben Foster, and he got cleared of that. I remember the GM, John Lynch, saying if he put his hands on a woman, he wasn't going to be part of the football team, and it proved not to be true. He legitimately slid all the way to the end of the first round of the draft, I believe it was, in the 2017 NFL draft due to injuries and the questionable character, especially with guys he hung out with coming out the University of Alabama. And he slid right past the lines, and they took a middle linebacker from Florida named Jarrad Davis. And Jarrad Davis, the book is still out. I mean, he was playing. He seemed like he got his footwork together, his coverage ability together, but he never was the same last season after Odell Beckham cheap shot him. Nobody talk about that when it called down Odell Beckham when he blindsided, or you want to call it crackback, Jarrad Davis in the second game of the season on Monday Night Football. Davis was playing exceptionally well. You know what? I take my chances with Davis, even if he ain't as talented as Reuben Foster on the field, because Reuben Foster is just too much surrounding him. And once again, it seems like Bob Quinn got the pick right. Because Foster, it just seems like a matter of time that he can keep playing with fire and he doesn't learn. And he won't be there when we play them in week 2. He won't be there. So when Jimmy Garoppolo, bring his show on the road, or we go to, I think we might go to the 49ers. I can't remember. But, either or, when we play them, they middle linebacker won't be there in Reuben Foster. They will have DeForest Buckner and guys of that in that nature, but he won't be there. He's an exceptional talent in Reuben Foster, but he seems to have an injury problem, being very injury prone. He seems to be very immature and not learn from his mistakes. And if a guy in college, goes through college 3 or 4 years, whatever he did do, he didn't mature, and you give a guy like him with questionable character millions and millions of dollars, that's just like putting ammonia and bleach together. You're going to kill somebody, And I'm happy, looking at hindsight, that Bob Quinn didn't pull the trigger on Reuben Foster. Because if you get past the injury issues, then you go into the layer of the hood mentality. He's still going around here toting weapons and smoking weed and carrying drugs on him. It ain't going to work. This is the second Alabama middle linebacker like that, Ronaldo McClain. People forget him. He flaked out the league, came back with Dallas, then violated something again and got put back out the league. So at the end of the day, it's a recurrent instant. It's a recurrent occurrence, with Alabama middle linebackers. And at the end of the day, some guys you just got to know their character not going to change. You get some of these guys all these millions of dollars on top of the mentality they got, it ain't going to change. You can't take risks with guys like that no more. These kids are into all types of things, and Jarrad Davis, he come from a 2-parent household. His parents seem very, very nice. He seems like a really, really good kid, and I think Bob Quinn hit the nail on the hammer with this one. Even if he doesn't turn out to be as good as Reuben Foster, and Reuben Foster, eventually gets it together, I don't even want to take that roller coaster ride, man, at all. Remember when the Lions had so many players going to jail or getting locked up or whatever it was, or having run-ins with the police? They decided that they want good character guys, but you got to remember, good character guys always don't mean wins. The Raiders drafted some of the most Billy Badasses guys on the earth, but they just cared about winning. So at the end of the day, you can't have all church choir boys. You got to have some hoodlums, but you got to have some hoodlums that legitimately have the potential to become really, really good players or good people and mature off the field, and you got to keep an eye on them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just, remember that part. If you legitimately know that you don't have the resources to keep, to really make them feel at home and watch them. You don't want to hire a security detail or whatever it may be, you know, or you don't feel like they can mature, or you feel like ain't no getting through to them, then you got to pass on them. You got to pick a Jarrad Davis. So I'm happy we got Jarrad Davis over Reuben Foster in the draft, and it's looking like a better and better pick legitimately by each day. You know, this dude had more cases than anybody, and you know, it's just I just hope that he gets it together. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The links in the description. Continue to subscribe and share the videos with people. Share them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you know, continue to hit the bell icon so you know we upload and go live. Got some good things that's in rotation for the channel. I appreciate everybody for holding us down and sharing the videos and supporting us, and we're going to continue to drop that heat. We out.